You want to go on a trip to Kyoto?
Yeah.
Okay, well, gotta take a flight over there. Maybe a boat. Don't rock the boat.
No. No boats.
That's what the Light Music Club's doing today.
They're going to Kyoto, not on a boat. On a train.
On a train, because they're already in Japan. They don't have to do anything extra.
Lucky.
Very lucky. So that's what we're talking about today on Jared and Now Watch K on episode 18. We're talking about the season 2, episode number 4, called Field Trip.
Exclamation point.
Because it's a field trip.
We're going on a field trip. Well, the seniors are going on a field trip.
Yes, so 4 out of the 5 members of the Light Music Club are on a field trip. We'll check in with Oz next episode and see what she was up to, but for now, the seniors are seeing the sights of Kyoto. We started this episode off with a good little fake out where it looks like Yui's packing up her bag, and then Ui pulls her hair back. He's like, well, it's almost time for the trip. My sister's, that is. And then Yui's just like, whoa.
Asleep. Zombie.
Pass the heck out.
That's the life.
So then basically they're on the train, the choo-choo,
Choo-choo.
and
Mio is yelling. She's scolding Yui for eating too many snacks and saying it's not ladylike.
mm-hmm.
And Ritsu is real excited because she can see Mount Fuji, which causes Yui to jump up and drop her snacks, and she
She headbutts Mio.
She does headbutt Mio, and Mio's like, you guys are children. What are you doing? Meanwhile, Mugi's like, hey, you guys want some tea?
They also get up and want to take a group picture.
Yep.
And then Mr. Yamanaka's like, what are you doing? Sit down. This is a train. What are you doing?
Only get up in emergencies.
But we want you in the picture too. And they just rope her in.
And the friend, and I forget her name, she's like, I feel like somebody's got her eye on me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because she told Mio to like keep an eye on Yui, because she's like, oh yeah, you guys are in this group of 4 and she's gonna get herself in trouble if you don't keep an eye on her, so do that. She's like, but I also have to take care of Ritsu.
They eventually get to Kyoto, and Ritsu is like, I'm gonna talk in an accent, which this says that in the Japanese version she was speaking in a Kansai dialect.
Okay.
In the English dub she just speaks like Shakespearean.
Yeah, verily.
Yeah, that's what you think old time people sound like.
That's pretty funny.
So Miss Yamanaka's taking roll, and Ritsu's like, why are we doing this? And Mio's like, we gotta take a roll in case someone got lost. And then Yui's just like,
asleep on her suitcase.
Passed out. They go to a temple. It is called the Kinkakuji Temple. It's a place in Kyoto, obviously. Ritsu is already getting tired of her accent.
Her verily.
Mugi explains like this golden pavilion and like what it means, like what the name is, all that sort of stuff.
In detail.
And everyone's like, ooh, fancy. They get some tea that's apparently real bitter, and Mugi's like, yeah, you gotta eat the sweet first, and then you drink the tea. You gotta be
manspreading.
She's very much manspreading.
It's hilarious. Which it's matcha tea, so it's like a green tea, and green tea is really bitter. You're gonna have to edit that. Sorry, it's so bitter, and I hate it so much. But they're trying to be high class ladies and drink this tea.
Mio's like, you could learn to understand some proper tea etiquette.
Oh my god, they do have the band title After School Tea Time, so
they should know that.
They should know how to actually take tea.
After that, they go to another shrine that's called the Kitano Tenmangu. They meet Nodoka's group there, and Nodoka explains to them about this cow.
If you rub the cow's head gently, it's supposed to make you smarter.
It's supposedly a dedication to the god Tenjin, which is the god of scholarship.
Nice. So
she tells them that, and Yui and Ritsu are like, oh.
And they just like start aggressively rubbing the cow.
Who's
everywhere.
A good cow?
Who's a good cow? Who's a good cow?
And then Nodoka's just like, they're gonna get in trouble. And Mr. Yamanaka's like, what are you doing? Ah! After that, they go and write some prayers on some Emma boards. Mr. Yamanaka's getting
a marriage charm.
Yes, and then they just keep running back and forth while she's just standing there and like,
because they forgot to pay and had to go back and ridiculous.
So God. So after that, they go to the hotel for the first night of staying there. Moogie notices that there are pillows in the storage where the futons and all that stuff is, and she's like checking them for their firmness. She's like,
And at this point, I'm like,
interesting.
they're gonna have a pillow fight because I know what's up. I've watched enough anime. I know what's gonna happen here.
Yui gets bored, so Moogie's like, I got a board game, which I guess it's like the way they were describing it. It seemed like it was just like Life,
Yeah, it sounded like Life.
but Japanese version.
Yeah.
And then they're like, let's eat some snacks. And he was like, we're about to eat dinner. Why would you do this? And I'm like, it'll be fine. We have enough room. And then they get to dinner like, oh, God, we're so full.
Too much food.
Too much food. Then after that, they get a bath.
They're
And-
complimenting hair, and then
Yui makes fun of Ritsu.
Yui makes fun of Ritsu, and Ritsu's gonna fight her.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as you do.
And then and then afterwards, like, Yui's just blow drying her hair and Ritsu's drinking milk. He's like, oh, you do that to get taller as well? Just complete dunking on her. After that, they go back to the room, and then it's pillow fight time.
Mm-hmm.
Moogie instigates her pillow fight plan.
And teacher comes in and is like, "What are you doing?"
Stop this at once.
And they pretend that they're asleep.
Yeah. And just Shamaka just comes in and steps on Ritsu and turns the light out like, go to bed. Then they're just like, well, we're gonna continue our fight.
And it goes very, very late.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, Mia's like, "All right, I gotta end this. I'm gonna turn out the lights." Leaves it on the nightlight. And I think it's Yui that says, like, "Can you turn off the nightlight?"
Mm-hmm.
And so she does that, and then they're just giggling all night.
Yeah, Ritsu, apparently she's saying random words like skull and lycopene.
What does that mean?
I don't know. But it's enough to make Yui and Moogie just like burst out laughing, and Moogie snorts, and they're all very much happy and laughing.
Mio has the face of murder on the whole time. She's like, "What are you doing?"
The next day is their independent day, so they get to go do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
The Light Music Club is apparently going to go to Arashiyama. And then Ritsu and you were like, there's a music store here. And then Mio's like, we're here on vacation. Why are you going to a music store?
They have lefties.
And she's like, zoom.
And then they find that there's like a monkey area.
Mm-hmm.
And so they go see the monkeys.
The Iwatayama Monkey Park,
Nice.
which is an actual real thing.
Nice. They feed the monkeys.
They do. Moogie gets scared at one point, and Yui's like, it's fine, just feed it the peanut.
Give it this peanut. And the monkey's like, "That's my peanut. Give it to me." Snacks.
They find a souvenir shop that has like a bunch of monkey-related paraphernalia. They're like, we gotta buy something for Azusa. And then it's like them just all trying to figure out, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this.
We gotta get something that is accurate for the area.
Mm-hmm.
Time to get a sword. As you do.
And then Yui and Ritsu realize that they've spent a lot of money that they were supposed to buy souvenirs for their parents and
Yep.
families.
Yep.
Like, oh,
Whoops.
whoops. After that, they decide to head back. And Ritsu's like, I know where I'm going. I'm going to lead the way. And then they get lost.
Very lost.
Very lost. It does not go well for them. Ritsu tries to ask someone like directions, and she speaks it in her old-timey voice, and then she's very excited because she was understood.
Barely.
At one point, while they're trying to figure out like why or like where to go, Yui's like, "Oh, I know what to do." Boop, 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 boop. Picks her phone up,
Which it is worth mentioning that the teacher says, "If you have any issues, call me."
which they don't do.
They don't do. But she's like, "I'm going to call somebody."
It's like, "Hey, Azusa, we're lost."
Hopelessly lost.
And Mio's like, "How is calling her gonna help?" And he's like, "Oh,
Okay.
right."
Hang
Click.
up.
Right after that, they find Dodeka's group, and Ritsu's like, "Oh, we are saved."
They're also lost.
Yeah, she just falls face first on the ground. And then basically they work together to figure out where to go.
Yep.
They come back, they eat dinner, and Miss Yamanaka scolds them again for making her worry, and then Mio just starts laughing at Ritsu being weird. And then they go back to their room, and Ritsu attempts to scare Mio with a flashlight above her face. And then Sean Naka comes in and does the same thing.
Be quiet.
It's-
Ritsu like dunks on her for not wearing makeup.
Yeah, and then she just gets her cheeks pulled. And then Mugi's like, we have snacks. Why don't you stay and visit?
Here's some Pocky.
Everyone keeps calling me Sawa-chan because of you guys. Oh, they don't respect me. And then they're like, oh god, why did we keep her here?
Go away.
They all fall asleep, and then the other teacher comes in and is like, Miss Yamanaka. She's like, ah, because she fell asleep there.
Yep.
And then the following day, they're on the train, and they pass Mount Fuji again, and
Ritsu again freaks out.
Yeah.
It's like, look, it's Mount Fuji. And then Yui's like, yay. But then we have a turnaround from the opening because Mio is like, oh, I want to see stand up. Oh, I spilled the snacks. Oh, no. This is what she was scolding them for. And now she's doing the same thing. So,
and Yui's like, you're just like me.
which that's a thing.
That's how our episode ends.
Mount Fuji.
Mount Fuji. So next time we will be discussing episode number 5. It's called Staying Behind, and we're going to get the other side of what the second years were up to while everyone was at Kyoto.
Oh, boy.
What are they up to? We
What are
will
they?
see the other side of that phone call.
All right. Should be fun.
Should be fun. If you would like more from us, go to seasonalanimecheckup.com or sac.cool. It's where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like the Seasonal Anime Checkup and Seasonal Anime Checkup OVA. And you can find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you want more from Anladium, go to anladium.com. She's got columns and reviews. And you can follow us on Twitter. Twitter.com/animecheckup is where we do Twitter. So next time, let's stay behind.
Let's do it.